Hi guys, my name is Ignace Turatsinze. I am CEO at PayingTone. PayingTone is a digital microcredit platform that allows consumers to get access of essential goods and services on credit. We won the second prize at Hanga Pitchfest 2022, and I'm happy to be here today to answer some of your questions that you asked through social media. All right, let's go. The first question. This was asked from Hanga. What were you feeling the evening of 10th December when you announced second place winner of the second edition of Hanga Pitchfest? All right, so that's an evening where we get a lot of emotions, but evidently I was very happy because, after 1 year and a half developing a product, creating a distribution channel, hustling through the startup phase of the company, winning the second prize, it's a source of pride and thanks that you are recognized and that your efforts and my team's efforts were recognized to be making a difference. Definitely my team and I, we were overjoyed, and we had a very good night that day, and it's something that I'm looking forward to remember for the rest of my life. Let's go, the second one from Instagram. Rwanda asked, what criteria should the customer meet to qualify for PayingTone services? First of all, have to generate an income. It doesn't matter where the income is coming from, but you need to be someone who is generating an income. It might be daily, it might be weekly, it might be part-time, it might be monthly, it might be yearly, but it's someone who has an income and who probably is an existing consumer. So please register today. We will be happy to take you through all the requirements that's needed for you to trigger a PayingTone credit limit. So from Twitter, Dixon asked, this one is a good solution. Thank you very much. How fast can I get access to credit on PayingTone platform? Basically, when you are a first-time user, it takes us up to 4 hours to get your credit limit. We can give you up to 200,000 rand upfront, but we can only give a specific portion of your income, which means for the very first time, it can take up to 4 hours, but for the remainder of your stay with us, it's going to be instant because we only do credit underwriting once. So in most cases, your second loan will be instant, your first will take up to 4 hours. All right, so from Facebook, Hirgwa asked, how does the platform work exactly? It is very simple. So we are available via web, www.payingtone.com. We are available on Android platform. You can download us on Google Play Store or iOS Play Store for iPhone users. And once you downloaded the app or you are on the web, please follow the registration process, and then we'll get back to you. And soon, exactly, very, very soon, sometime at the end of this month, we will be initiating our USSD platform shortcode. I know a lot of people are already looking forward to that. And yeah, from Facebook, Darlene, what's your source of inspiration in your work? Definitely, it's designers. So I'm not a designer person, but I really love what designers do. You can see you have a phone that has more than 10 shapes. You can see a car, it has like more than 20 shapes. So to get to this, to create a body of a car, for instance, they first need to create a machine that will create that body. Sometimes it's a curve, sometimes it's a triangle, sometimes it's a lot of a combination of shapes. You can see, like, let's take a look at how a camera looks like. It has a lot of different parts with a lot of different shapes. So for a designer to be able to design the products, they will, after designing a product, design the machines that will build that product. So that's a level of dedication that I commend from designers, and the sense of imagination they have. So whenever I'm failing somewhere, I ask myself, if someone was able to create a product only to be able to create the machine that will make the product, am I facing the hardest hurdle on earth? And then whenever I ask myself that question, I overcome all the fears and all the pessimism in me and do the work. And yeah, from Instagram, if asked what's a typical day like for you? Oh man, it's a very, every day it's a very chill day. So first of all, when I wake up, I have to check how many requests did we get during midnight, let's say, or past midnight. Second, I will have to check my emails and to see if I have a very, last minute invitation meeting or, inquiry. I'll have to check on my merchants. Are they doing well? Or were they able to withdraw? Check on our message platform to get the inquiry of the users. And that usually takes me like 2 hours. And after that, it's day to day, talk to consumers, talk to merchants, and sometimes also take some time off to understand where the world is today by watching news, reading papers, articles, understand the macroeconomic trends of today. And, and after that, I talk to my team and understand where are we with the pending work that we have in the pipeline. Is everybody, including me, on schedule to accomplish what we are out to accomplish? Do we have some difficulties to accomplish what you're doing? And how can I help? And usually around my day off I love football games, I love football. I am a very avid Man City fan. So usually I read news about football if there is an evening game. So definitely that's the way I round up my day. Basically, every day is very interesting. Right, so let's see this one from Instagram as well, Mutoni. How did you pick the name for your company? So this is a very good question. Usually it's made of two words, paying and tone. Tone is for the sound. I know, let's say you are settling a bill and probably the bill is 10,000 francs, but you are aware that you only have 10,400. You're not even very sure that if you compound in the transaction fees, the transaction will be successful. You compose the star, everything, and the moment you see there is that tone of the message telling you, hey, you've successfully sent this money, you are relieved. You have like a sense of, accomplishment, and then you're very happy. So that tone that comes with the message to confirm the transaction, it's a tone of relief. So that's why we came up with PayingTone, because what we do is whenever you want to make a transaction and probably you are in a miss or you are on a tight budget, we need to chip in and be able to help you where your current capabilities cannot take you through. And we understand that this tone of happiness that comes with our message will be a ton of relief. And other than that, of course, we had to be creative to find a domain name. It's very hard to find a domain name on the internet. Sometimes you start with PayTone, because a lot of people call me PayTone. They don't call me PayingTone. And we tried that because it's the easiest way to do that. But the domain names can also, the IT guys will understand me, because whenever you Google that on the Namecheap or anywhere, all the names have been booked or pre-booked. So we didn't have a lot of choices either. So it was not that straightforward. But do you like the name? From ID, I guess this is Mutoni again. Now that you've won the second place in Hanga, how do you feel in the future of PayingTone? All right, so right now we are operating in 4 districts. We want to be able to expand at least to 10 districts, and that's in Rwanda. And we are eyeing also to open in a neighboring country, one in Tanzania. So basically, this is the next 6-month project, long-term project. Everything that we'll be working on will be actually taking us a step closer to that goal. We will be glad to be live in Tanzania and also expand our operation in 10 districts in Rwanda. Basically, in a nutshell, that's what you want to do in the very near future. All right, from Hanga. People want to keep in touch with you and PayingTone. Where can they find you? All right, so we are available on every form of social media, except Tinder. So we are available on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and you can via our website. You can reach us via the chat button, which will bring you towards our WhatsApp. And yeah, please, there is a number on the website. Please, we are happy to take calls, and we are happy to answer you from wherever you can submit your request from. And yeah, please do not hesitate. All right, I think this should be the last one. From Hanga, what would be your advice or word of encouragement to fellow entrepreneurs? Oh man, so I can't stress this enough. We usually do exchange with a lot of entrepreneurs out there. It's you have to stay alive. It's the biggest, exercise you'll ever do as a founder. There will be different form of difficulties along the way, and a lot of reasons why you should drop off today. But please, the way you need to stay alive in the game for you to be able to make it. And then once you make it, don't worry, you don't even remember what were the hurdles 2 years ago. The moment you become successful, all the difficulties that you faced in the past will be a bygone memory. So whatever you do, find whatever it is that will help you to stay alive and to stay motivated, which is, for instance, me, whenever I'm feeling down, I automatically go off the grid. I change exactly the activities I'm doing, at least for a day or two, so that I can recharge. I talk to people, surround myself with like-minded individuals who understand the pain. And anything you have to do to stay alive, please do it. You just need to stay alive and know yourself, because there will always be limits. And surround yourself with a team that can take some load off you. And yeah, it's a whole new, it's quite a lot of things to do to stay alive, but whatever you do, stay alive. Do whatever you have to do to stay alive. And yeah, see you at work. Thank you very much for your questions. I appreciate. Please don't hesitate to reach us through our social media handles at PayingTone, IG, Twitter, Facebook, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, and call us. We will be happy to help. Thank you very much.